Hey everybody, just waiting to get everything set up here. Just so excited for you all to tune in with me so I can share some things that God is doing for me. I can just be relatable in so many ways. I know so many people have so many questions they have asked me just throughout social media, want to know more about my weight loss journey. They want to know more about what I did, want to know just so many different questions, and just going to get started here, just waiting for our viewers to come on. I'm really excited about it. So this is my first episode of my podcast. I am so excited about it. And so just to kind of let you know what it is, it's called Healthy Talks with my healthcare lady. And of course, I am the healthcare lady, where most of you all know that. And on this podcast, we're going to promote being happy, healthy, and insured through conversation by bridging the gaps between entrepreneurs and career-driven professionals, and the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle throughout their spirituality, physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. And so just want to be able to bridge the gap between that. And so I want to kind of just give you a background about this podcast and what it means for me. And then we're going to get into the weight loss. Everybody want to know what I did, but I got to kind of lay a foundation for you all to know exactly what this is about. And so for some time now, about 6 to 8 months now, I have been investing in myself and been going out on different platforms, speaking on engagement, helping people just build up their career, helping them, just giving them ideas of what to do. And so because of that, I have gotten several people inboxing me, just want some tips on how to start their business. They want tips on how to get from ground A to ground Z. They want to know also too just about my weight loss journey, what I've done to be successful at that. And so I have missed so many inboxes from people, so many phone calls and text messages, and I truly apologize. It has been very bombarding, but also very rewarding, because you're thinking about me and want to come to me and ask those questions. And so I thought, what no better way than to do it in this format. And so y'all, I tell y'all, this journey has been very, what can I say, rewarding, but also too, it's been very scary, because this is something that I'm coming out of my comfort zone doing. And so, when God give you something, we pray to God, we ask God to bless us with something. And when God give you something, we think in one way, but he has a way just to enlarge your territory to the masses. So I want to say, do not ever put a cap on what God can do for you. I would say that first thing. But also just on that, so as I done my research, of course, you got to research things before you put yourself out there, right? So I done my research, and I looked at how on social media platforms, they talk about how to start your business. They talk about how to start your LLC, business ideas, branding, all this good stuff. They talk about all the good stuff. And then on the health side, you hear things like, okay, how to dieting, how to exercise, you hear about all these great things. But what I realize is something is missing. It's the authenticity. It is the transparency that you do not get. We can give you steps 1 through 5, 1 through 10. But then we fail to tell you the truth. We fail to tell you what we have endured. We fail to tell you the hard times. We fail to tell you how we almost gave up. So it's my job, I thought, or my duty, to inspire someone from other entrepreneurs and other career-driven people who have experienced what I have experienced as well. And so just to tell you, what do healthy talks mean? Healthy talks mean everything. It means being healed. It means being delivered. So healthy, it comes from different characteristics like spirituality, which is my favorite. On spirituality, it helps you to dig deeper and to find what your purpose is, it helps you to trust on him and lean on him to his own understanding. And once you find out what your purpose is, you go right into it and you believe that even if you think it's not for you, when God directs you to that path, you have to trust in that. And that's what you do. Also to the physical. Why is being physical healthy so important? Not just in business, but in your life. Being physical fit also helps you to have a longer, stronger life. Also mental. We have so many people who have a mental breakdown because they don't know what to do, or they don't know who to lean on, or they don't know how to go about doing things. So we break down mentally and emotionally, learning how to, make a decision emotionally, learning how to cope with our emotions, learning how to endure through the past, and also too financially. People talk about finances not important, but it is important. You got to have finance in order to take care of your family. And so we're going to hear from entrepreneurs and career-driven individuals, from coaches, and from everybody from every walk of life. We're going to hear the highlights of their life. We're going to hear that. But we're also going to talk about the transparency that we do not hear. We're going to talk about what people do not tell you. We always see the glitz and the glams of everybody's lifestyle, but we don't know what they had to do to endure. So we believe in just setting trails and blazing and walking to an uncomfortable zone, walking into what God has for you. And so I want to encourage you on today to be steadfast, trust the process, move forward in it. Right now, this is so uncomfortable for me. I promise you, y'all. I prayed about it. I've cried. I almost vomited, y'all, because, I have closed myself off to the world because the world can be so just rude and mean. They can be so judgy. They always have an opinion about you, but they don't know you. And so this is why I'm here today. Healthy Talks is my baby. I'm not here to monetize it. I'm not here to gain likes. I'm here to help someone. If I can just help one person, I've done my job. If I can just help one person to give them some encouraging words, to give them some the nudge to move forward, to give them something that they need in their life, because sometimes all it takes is that one thing, that one word, and it can help you. And so, again, I thank y'all for tuning in. If you would, please go ahead and like and share this, because what I'm about to tell you now is very emotional for me. And I'm trying not to cry about it, but it's very emotional. It is something that I've kept in myself. I have pretty much closed off myself. You know how we have a small circle of people that we talk to and they understand? Well, that's exactly what I've done. And so many of you have done the same thing. I'm sure you closed off. And so you may ask, Letitia, why you want to share your health journey to the world? Why you want to share your weight loss to the world? And it's one thing I realize is that if you're going to do the things for people, if you're going to be a leader or an inspiration, you have to be authentic. You have to tell the truth, no matter how scary it is, no matter how people are going to judge you or talk about you. You have to be real. And I could not be here today to try to tell you something and not be real. I cannot fabricate it. You have to be real. Have to be real with yourself. You have to be real with yourself, y'all. I've got notes written down, but guess what? My little tablet here is not working. I can't turn to my pages, so I'm just going to go just right off what's on my heart. So for some of you who do know me, some of you know me very well, and some of you just may know me just through Jackson Insurance Group, and that is okay. And so I'm here today to be an open book to you today. I'm here to just share my story with you, praying that I can help somebody else, y'all. I would say at my heaviest weight, I weighed 347 pounds. 347 pounds. And I asked myself, how did I get to this point? Not me, right? How did I gain so much weight? How did I become so uncomfortable with my life? How did I lose myself? And what am I going to do about it? Y'all, just the pain that I have endured, just the feeling of just knowing that I was not even 40 years old, taking 10 medication per day because of my weight, because I have endured so many type of things in my body. The doctor had told me that the only other option for me for exercising was water aerobics because I could not walk because my knees was giving out. Where my knees, the bone was pounding against my knees. To how every time I walked, my back would hurt me so bad. It was like needles sticking me in my back. To how I'm taking so many different medication for that pain and for this pain for pre-existing conditions. When I was told to go see an orthopedic about my knees, and they was like, well, you got to go have physical therapy. And if that don't work, we got to give you shots in your knees. The lifestyle I was living, I couldn't even enjoy my life. I couldn't even give back to my children. I have an 8-year-old, my child, who wanted to go out and have fun, just to go outside and play at the park. I couldn't do that with my child because I wasn't physically able to. My daughter wanted just to go to the mall, and I would say no because I was not physically able to enjoy my life. My weight was killing me softly. And I would smile through the process, not knowing that I had lost myself through the process. Y'all, it is so tough just to talk about it and just to relive that once again. And so it's not a pity party. I don't want you to feel bad for me. I'm here just to encourage you as well. I know some of you may have endured this, y'all, and I felt like, so many people, you see their journey, but they don't tell the truth. They don't tell you what they endured. They don't tell you how they got there. They don't tell you how to fix it. They just say, oh, look at me, look at me. But what about those who you left behind? What about those who you can help? I'm a believer of this. Once you come out of something, you got to go back and help those to come out of it too. If we can do that for one another, then we've done enough. And so I'm going to tell you what I've done in the moment, but I also got to tell you the fear that I had. The fear of how people perceive me. The fear of how people think about me. Y'all, I got sick and tired of people saying, oh, you are so pretty in the face if you just lost a little weight. I got tired of people judging me because of my weight. I got tired of people just sizing you up, treating you differently because of your weight. And y'all, we live in a cruel world. And I don't think people realize what they're saying. I really think they're trying to help you, but they're not helping you by being negative. People treat you differently, not even knowing. This world is so conditioned to your appearance. They're so conditioned to what you look like. And I think we're all guilty by association. I don't think you even know that you even do that. We don't even know that we judge people by how they look in their appearance, but we do. We say, oh, look at that big girl right there. Look at that big guy. Oh, that person can dance. Oh, that person can do that. Or what they gonna eat today. Let me watch what they eat today, y'all. It is so true. By my weight loss journey, I've experienced how people have treated me on the heavier side and on this side. In my business, just in personal, y'all. And I can't believe it's even happening. I can't believe it does happen, but it does happen. And I'm here to be true, to be authentic about it. You don't know what that person is going through. You don't know if that person has low self-esteem. You don't know if they're on the verge of killing themselves, on the verge of taking themselves out. You don't know what that person is going through. And what I find to realize that I had lost myself. I had lost myself, meaning I came content with myself. I found out that I carry an attitude. I carry an attitude of being just not happy. And I'm going to address that right there. First of all, no matter how much weight you lose, you got to be happy with yourself. I've learned through this journey that you have to love yourself. Do you know how it feels not to love yourself? Do you truly know how that feels not to love yourself? If you don't, I do. And yeah, I got God. I do. I have God. I believe in God. I do. But it's like going through this journey, it's like I realized I didn't love myself, and it affected me. It affected the people I love because I was so negative. My lifestyle had changed because of my capabilities of what I could not do. Y'all excuse me, but this is very emotional for me. And again, this is healthy talk. So by me telling my truth and telling my story, it's healing me through the process, okay? This is healing for me. Don't have sympathy for me at all. Just don't do it. Don't have sympathy for me at all. This is healing for me because I'm coming out of my shell. I am thanking God for what he's doing. I'm giving him all the glory for what he has done for me in my life. 347 pounds, and I'm down over 120 pounds. And who knew just a weight loss would make a difference in your life? It makes a difference in your life on so many different levels to where I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know what to tell you about it. It's just that I feel so good in myself. And sometimes people get the difference of you feeling good about yourself, you having the confidence about yourself to where you're bragging and boasting. And to me, I want you to know I'm not bragging and boasting about my journey. I'm thankful about my journey. I'm thankful about it. And so I'm going to share, some of you know what I've done, okay? It's no secret for some it is a secret. And the reason why I'm prolonging what I'm saying is because it has been very tough for me to share this because, again, people are so judgmental. They talk about you. They think you took an easy road out. And so when I went and talked to my doctor about options for me to do, of course, it was water aerobics. And at that time, the pandemic hit, so the gym had closed down. So guess what I did? I couldn't do water aerobics. Of course, you can always eat healthy. You know, you can always eat healthy. You can do that. But also, too, you have to exercise. And so he mentioned to me, he said, well, Ms. Jackson, you know, there's other alternatives like weight loss surgery. And y'all, I promise you, I used to be the one to frown upon it. Like, that's an easy road out. But then the more I thought about it, the more I was more unhappy with myself, the more I was not pleasing for my family, the more I said, you know what? That's the route I'm going to take. And y'all, that wasn't an easy route because whenever you're going under surgery, It's serious. You don't know what the outcome going to be. And to make a decision to have surgery in the pandemic was also another big deal. It was another huge thing for me and my husband and my family to go through. And so I kept saying, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And you know what? A wise woman said this to me. It was just my mother-in-law. She said, so you going to continue to talk about it, or are you just going to do it? Who cares what people are going to think about you? You do this for you and your family. You know what you're going through. You know what you're enduring. You know the pain. You know the suffering. I said, you know what? You're right. Let me make a phone call. And so it just wasn't a phone call. I had done my research on doctors and places, okay? And so, of course, my husband and I was on the same page. I will always say, if you're married, consult your loved one. Be on the same page. Because when you come together and agree on the same page, nothing can tear you apart. And so when I went, I called a doctor up, y'all, and I told, hey, I want to, considering having surgery. They brought me in right away. I went to Birmingham. Dr. Long did an awesome job. Y'all, I went to go see them, told me the price of it. Within 2 weeks, I had the surgery scheduled. When I tell you, my gosh, that was a quick turnaround. 2 weeks. I came in, went saw them, 2 weeks surgery is scheduled. I had to go through some processing of, eating soft foods, liquids and all that. But let me tell you, through that process, even with that process right there, I almost backed out. Because I was like, oh my God, I can't eat this food no more, that food no more. And I started having a mental breakdown like, Letitia, I can't believe you gotten to this point where you let food dictate what you gonna do. You let food control you. And I was so disappointed in myself because I was like, oh my God, how did I get to this point to where I gotta go have surgery to just get a better lifestyle for me? How did I get here? How did I get here out of all people? So I was battling, should I not do it? Should I do it? Should I not do it? And then I looked at my family and said, you know what? Despite what people gonna think about me, despite what they gonna find out about me, I know why I'm doing this. And it was for my family, and it was for me to gain my self-esteem back, to gain my confidence back, to gain my health back, to get my life back, to get myself back in order with me. Because if you're not happy with yourself, you can't nobody else around you be happy. And so after I prayed about it, I went ahead and said, you know what, I'm going to do this. This is my journey. I'm going to do this. And I got with my family, and they was all on board, and they supported me. It's so important to have a support system. And whatever you do, it's not always for the masses to know, because people will talk you out of it. People will talk about you. But my support system was so supportive of me. And when I went through the journey and I decided to have the surgery, y'all, that's when my life changed forever. The weight was coming off pretty rapidly, okay? But it wasn't just that. You also have to exercise. You also have to eat properly. So for those of you who think having a surgery is the easy way out, I promise you, it's probably one of the toughest things I've ever done, because now I'm restricted on some things that I love so much I can no longer have anymore. And that takes a lot of willpower to say, I cannot have that food anymore. But what was so rewarding for me is that by my birthday, I had lost 40 pounds by my birthday. And doctor said, well, now you're free to go ahead and walk 30 minutes a day. And y'all, when my knees and back wasn't hurt no more. When my knees wasn't hurting anymore. When my back wasn't hurting anymore. When I could outwalk my kids. Y'all, it was everything for me. It was everything for me. When I went to go see my doctor, he said, Letitia, you don't have to take these medications no more. Y'all just don't know how I gained my life back. You don't know. So don't judge people for what they do and how they do it. I was so conditioned to what people thought about me to where I forgot about what Letitia wanted, what was good for me. So you may think it's an easy way out, but for me, it was a blessing, and it was a tool for me to get myself back. And I'm so thankful for it. And so there I found out there is no wrong or right way or how to do things. Just do what's best for you. And you stay the course no matter what. Not just in weight loss, wherever journey you on, you do what's best for you. You find your way and you fight through it. You fight through it no matter what. People gonna talk. People gonna speculate. People not gonna be for you. But it doesn't matter, because when God is for you, it doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter. Here I am searching for validation when my husband already validated me, when God already validated me, when my family already validated who I was. But here I am still looking for other validation from people who are not even for me, who are not even in my circle. So, again, this is my truth. This is my journey. And it may not be for everybody. And some of you may be here just want to speculate. You want to talk about it. But like I said, if I can just help one person, if I can help one person, I'm going to do just that. When God gives you a platform, you have to stay the course. No matter what, you have to stay the course, y'all. And so, again, losing over 120 pounds within 14 months has been amazing. The transformation has been awesome. And it was so funny because I would be out and people, I would speak and they wouldn't know who I was. And I said, wow, they didn't speak to me. What's going on? My husband said, babe, they don't know you. You look different. And I said, no, I don't. But y'all, I do look different. And what's funny is sometimes I don't even recognize myself, which is crazy. And even with this endurance I'm going through, I'm still learning myself. I'm still learning how to embrace myself. I'm still learning how to get back to things I wanted to do and I did not do. So I am being very unapologetic about the things I'm choosing to do for me and my family. I'm being unapologetic for being bold, for being open, for being courageous, for allowing God to use me. I'm being so unapologetic. So what are you going to be unapologetic for in your life? When are you going to take your life back? And when are you going to stop letting people dictate to you what's wrong and what's right, and you do what's right for you? Find out what your purpose is and live in your purpose. Do just that, because that's exactly what I am. This podcast is going to reach, I say, thousands of people, because we're going to be authentic and we're going to be true to ourselves and we're going to be transparent. And so the guests that's going to be on this podcast, they're going to have to be true and authentic or they won't be a part of it. We're here to reach the masses. We're here to change lives. We're here to do whatever it takes. And I said, Lord, why not me? Y'all, you got to be careful, because when you pray for things, I say, Lord, if you give me something, I'm going to use it for your glory. I'm going to glorify you. Be careful, because when you do it, you got to do what you say you're going to do. You have to do exactly that. And don't ever be lifted up so high to where God can't use you. Don't ever have your nose so high where people can't talk to you. Going through this journey, going through this has opened up so many doors, y'all. I cannot even imagine. I cannot even fathom for what he's doing. But he's doing some amazing things. And I want to see how much amazing things he's going to do for you. So on my journey, I still got some more weight to lose. I got 60 more pounds to lose. Don't tell me you look good. But thank you. But I have a journey that I have to get there. You know how you set out goals and sometimes if you don't hit your goals, you feel like you have failed? Well, that's me. So I have 60 more pounds to lose. And it's a weight that my doctor and we have agreed upon. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm making myself be accountable. You're going to help me to stay accountable as well. And we're going to do this together. We're going to grow together. We're going to love on each other together. We're going to cry together. We're going to grow a community where we love each other, because it's healthy talks. Wherever it goes on healthy talks, people ask me, I'm going to gear towards women. And you know what? I have a lot of women who reach out to me, but it's for the masses. And if God say go this direction, we will. But this first one here, I just have to go ahead and put it out there, y'all. I give God all the glory. I promise you I do. And I'm not going to be unapologetic for giving God all the glory on this. If you don't like that, this is not for you. And I know I'm not for everybody, but those is who I am for. I thank you for following me. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for listening to me. I love you all. You are my healthy loves. Y'all have a great day. Oh, one more thing. If there are any questions y'all want to ask me, I'll do a couple of questions. I do want to give a shout out to Chastity Jernigan, y'all. She is an awesome person. She helped me through this process. And when God gave me this, I prayed about it and said, Lord, I don't know what to do. And he put Chastity, in my spirit, and I reached out to her, and she said, yeah, girlfriend, whatever you want to do, I got you. And just helping her push me, y'all, I got to give shout outs to her. She is doing a great job, and just knowing her story as well, it's a good thing, y'all. She should go out and follow her as well. So again, you can like and share on Instagram at Healthy Talk Podcast. Also, you can like us on Facebook, Healthy Talk Podcast as well. We will be on YouTube real soon. So if you miss it, you can see us on YouTube. I think we got Apple Podcast that we're on. Also, too, we're going to give our podcast link that you can go to, listen to if you're in your car. We're also on Spotify. So when I say God, when he enlarges your territory, he really does exactly that. He really do. So if anybody got any questions for me, Chastity, any questions on here that anybody may have asked who may want to know? No questions yet. I will say this too, y'all. I'm not saying that having a surgery is the answer for you. It was just my answer for me. I had the reason why I had to do those things. Also, I didn't mention this, but y'all, being on a CPAP machine. I was on a CPAP machine, was not even 40. Chastity gave me the look like, what? CPAP machine, y'all. I do Medicare, and I talk to my clients. My clients are on CPAP. Here I am, half their age, on a CPAP machine. I am no longer on my CPAP machine. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? God is amazing. So going back to this, I know some people might not can afford a surgery, and I understand that. I do. But do any and everything that you most possibly can. If you got to invest into you a gym, if you got to go walking, even if you can't walk, find other ways that you can do it. Chastity have Zumba. It's so many different avenues. But let me tell you this right here. Having the surgery, I know a lot of insurance do not pay for it. I get that. So having an average surgery is from $5,000 to maybe $15,000, depending on where you go. I know you can go to Tijuana, with Mexico, which I did think about that. My husband said, no, if you're going to do it, I want you if something go wrong, you can go back to that doctor. And so I agree with that. You got here Tupelo, Oxford, but also we got a question.
Yes.
Okay.
Joanne Winfun, she asked, how much downtime for healing?
Great question. Downtime for healing for me, I was out of the office for 1 week. So it just depends on, I guess, what type of career that you're in. Of course, I sit behind a desk, so I didn't have to do a lot of walking around. So about 1 week is when I had my healing time. And that was just to make sure that my stitches was good, and that I was hydrated and taking my vitamins. So just 1 week. So it doesn't take long to be out for work at all. But going back to the cost of it, so for me, Birmingham, Dr. Long, I think the cost was like $10,000. And I know that's a lot of money. I get it. I promise you, I get it. But for me, it was like, what is my health worth to me? What is it worth to me? And so, for your insurance don't pay for it, they have a way where it can be financed. You can finance it if your credit's pretty decent, you can finance it, or you can pay it in full. Another question, okay?
Another question from Ariel Stevens. She said, did you have to change eating habits before the surgery? And how was that journey for you?
So yes, changing your eating habits. I touched on it a little bit earlier, but yes, so based off of your BMI, your weight and mass, they do put you on a very, very strict diet that you have to be on. And I tell you, it was liquid diet. Okay, so just pure low sodium soups with no meats in it, no nothing in it, just broth. Your popsicles, your Jello. So 2 weeks of that, and that was really, really tough. Okay, but after that, they put you on a phase on what you eat per phase, and still to this day, there's certain foods I still cannot eat. Like I cannot eat, like soda, acid. That's not good for me. I can't do sodas anymore. Certain fruits I'm not able to take because my body won't take it anymore. So I mean certain foods you won't be able to endure. You won't be able to endure. Yes,
Another question, did you experience hair loss from Lamika being virgin?
Thank you, Lamika. So yes, ma'am, I did. Which actually explains why my hair is cut. Explain why my hair is cut. I would say within probably 4 or 5 months, no, maybe 6 months in my journey, I started experiencing some hair losses. And I was taking vitamins for that, but my hair was so damaged from it to where I had to go and get my hair cut. So it was kind of like, it was intentional, but it was not intentional. And so I'm loving the new haircut, but that's why my hair was coming out. But now we got it where it's growing now. It's growing, it's back healthy again. So you will experience some hair loss.
Another question was from your husband. It says, tell about the importance of having good people in your corner.
Okay. Ooh, that's a good one. So the importance of having good people in your corner, y'all, whenever you're going through something, it's important to have a circle of great influence around you. People who are going to support you, people who are going to pray for you, people who's going to lift you up, because we all will have doubts. We all will have uncertainties about certain things. So to have that corner, to have that push is very important. You don't need nobody that's negative in your circle. No matter what it is, you don't need that in your life because you're already going through something. You're already having doubt. You're already having self-pity. So you want people to lift you up and encourage you and push you through it. It's very important. And to this day, my circle has gotten smaller and smaller, but that is okay because that's my circle. And I know that they're going to be for me no matter what. So going back to the $10,000, so you do have care credit that you can apply for. And so, listen, for me, I was like, I'm not going to apply for care credit because I don't want to spend $10,000 at one time. But I thank God just for my career and what I do because I decided to go ahead and just pay it all at one time. And that's what I did. I did that. And again, I understand some people cannot do that. But let me tell you something. For those you say, I can't afford a payment, $300 a month, $400 a month. But think about this, because I'm a math person. You're going to save on your groceries anyway, because you're not going to be able to eat as much at all. Like your stomach's, I think, 4 or 5 centimeters. So it's not big. Your stomach is small as a toddler when it's first getting done. So you're going to save on how much grocery you buy. So think of it this way. If you're spending, say, $200 a week on groceries, after you have your surgery, you're not going to spend nowhere near that. You may not going to spend half of that. So you're going to take that amount of money and apply it to your payment. That's just a way I think of how getting things done. That's how important it is to me. Find a way how you can do it, this direction you want to go in. If you're like me and that's the only option that you may have, is I would say that. So any other questions? If not, again, go like and share this on your social media page, on Facebook page. Tag your friends and families if you would. We want to get the word out that this podcast is going to go forth. Also to like and share on Instagram at Healthy Talks Podcast. Also Facebook at Healthy Talk Podcast. We will be releasing our YouTube real soon. Also to Apple Podcasts. You can go on Spotify if you're in your car. I'm so excited again about this journey. And I thought, let me do this first. Let you learn more about me. And throughout the podcast, you're going to learn more and more and more about me as we go. I promise you, you will. Again, this is my healing for me. It's my healing to be authentic and to be true and honest with myself. So now I'm no longer ashamed of what I did. And you would think, why would you be ashamed? Because I've been so pleasing to others. I'm always pleasing others. I've always put myself on the back burner, trying to push others forward. But God said, no, now is your time. I'm going to push you forward. And so when it's your time, you embrace it and you take it at self-value. Again, you are my healthy loves. I love you. Tune in next time. I will post when the next time we will post. We're going to do it once a week, okay? Y'all be blessed. Have a good day.